Hello. Got that certified freak. 7 days a week. The moist meow meow makes that pull-out game.
Live from New York, it's Get Off My Lawn with Gavin
The
McInnes.
moist meow meow. Bring a bucket and a mop. For this moist meow meow. Give me everything you've got. For this moist meow meow. Beat it up, person catch a charge. Extra large and extra hot. Put this meow meow in your face. Swipe your nose like credit card. Hop on top, I want to ride. I do kick it while inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eye. Meow meow is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up, I'm surprised. Let's role play, I wear disguise. I want to work that
Big Mac truck right up in this little garage, yeah.
make it clean, make me scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I do not clean.
What an absolute disgusting piece of trash Cardi B is. She literally smells like rotten shit. She's well known for it. She keeps her fucking she's had a Brazilian butt lift, and if you don't fucking do that right, it rots. So you just smell like rotting flesh because you have dead flesh in your butt cheek. Ugh. And she's just disgusting. Fucking singing about gagging on cocks and choking on fucking cocks and then suck my pussy. You make my pussy like gross. Shut up. And then, of course, we live in a black monarchy. So what do we do with her? She talks to the president, right? He goes, oh, Cardi B, I'm Joey B. Then she does some talk where her phone is in her hand and she's having trouble reading it because she's retarded. What's this say now? I'm getting a security alert here. Uh-oh. Are we getting swatted? Nope. Like, look at that. This is the woman who talks, who has a stinky ass. Oh my God, it's embarrassing. Look at her fucking nails. It's so embarrassing. She's probably paid $500 to have hair and makeup come into her house. $500, maybe 1,000, 2,000. I don't fucking know. Oh, shut up. Fuck me. I was at the airport all day. So I was supposed to visit my folks. They shut it down. I don't know why. The snow was real bad in Canada, Ottawa. But it could also be all this shit going on. Fucking. I hate the airport. First of all, Newark is 100 miles away. It's 37 minutes without traffic, but it's usually an hour and 20. And it's disgusting. It's a shithole. And New York is such a pathetic dump now that disgusting shithole airport is basically the same price and the same distance, same time. Everything is an hour away now. Everything. And costs, $180. You can do a taxi. You can do an Uber. The plane ticket is like $400. But the taxis, Ubers there and back are also $400. And I realized I could have driven. It's about a 10-hour drive. I was there for 10 hours. And I got to say, I fucking hate Cardi B. I hate everyone equally. Hate them all. Clear is great. I like Clear. I got in there pretty quick. But then you're just sitting around and there's some fucking giant lesbian white woman. And she's sitting like this. She's got her arms across two chairs. Remember manspreading was a thing?
Yeah.
And they even designed a chair that pokes in so we won't spread our legs. There's no such thing as manspreading. No one spreads more than broads. First of all, they spend like 6 months' salary on a fucking purse. Like Coach is probably the cheapest, or Michael Kors. Those are the cheapest purses they'd be seen with. And I think those are like $3,000. So they're not going to put that on the ground or risk it getting stolen. So they give it its own seat. Whether they're on the subway or wherever, their fucking chair, they have two chairs. They take up two seats. That's just the beginning. Then there's shits everywhere. Fucking their bag is here. Oh, sorry. They move it out of the way. Fuck off. So she talked on the phone for, I'd say, at least an hour. And then you're sitting there drinking $28 double makers on the rocks, and you're like, well, I might get a buzz after $100. And then you get bored of that. And it's a weird limbo to be in because they never say it's delayed 4 hours, 5 hours. They delay you like in increments of half hours.
When did you give up hope? How long did it take?
I never gave up hope,
Okay.
which was stupid.
Yeah.
Because you should give up hope. That was in my notes, actually. I've learned this the hard way. If your flight's delayed 2 times, 3 times, it's not happening. Give up. Go get another flight. Do something else. I just kept waiting and waiting. I slept. Couldn't read. Didn't feel like reading, like cracking open a book. I got a great book by Victor Davis Hanson, Carnage and Culture, I think it's called. It just sat there next to me. And then the only thing I do at airports is just seethe, fucking burn with hatred. I hate you all. I hate the blacks and browns who work there because they have thermostat inflation, and it's at least 80 degrees. Yeah, brilliant. I'm going to be so much smarter when I'm done that. It's 80 degrees, so like you cannot wear anything but a t-shirt. And it's nothing but blacks walking around with sweaters on and white people holding their jackets. Sometimes in an undershirt. And this is basically all airports. I've noticed this in Heathrow. I noticed it at LAX, just all over the Western world. Thermostat inflation is getting ridiculous. So then I go sit somewhere else. I was there from noon to noon till about 8 o'clock. 8 hours. No, maybe 6. Which doesn't seem so bad, actually, now that I say it. But this white couple, sitting next to me. And there's some Asian dude at the end, sort of at the corner of the bar. And they go, where are you from? Like, can you not do that with non-whites? Where are you from? You know what they meant, obviously. What kind of chink are you? It's like with the tall thing. Every time someone is over 6'5", how tall are you? And this poor bastard has to go 6'6". Did you play basketball in high school? Yes, he played. Sean the Dud played basketball in high school.
Yeah. I have to admit that it's hard for me when I see someone taller than me. I'm always like trying to not ask them how tall they are because I'm like.
Please don't.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Like, why don't you fucking ask a black person to rap while you're at it?
I do that as well.
And you know what the number is. If they're giant freaks, it's like 6'7". Why do you care if it's 6'6" or 6'8"? True. People must ask you that all the time.
Not too much. I'm 6'3", so it's not like I'm a freakazoid. There was one time I saw a giant Chinese guy, and I really had to ask him all about it. And that was kind of mean of me, I guess.
Yeah, so you did?
I did, yeah. I asked him if
you have any idea how tedious this is for the tall person? Hey, tall people out there, my heart goes out to you. I cannot fucking believe how often you get asked how tall you are.
Yeah.
The band Flatfoot 56 has a song about it called I'm 6'7", fuck off. So anyway, they're sitting down there, and where are you from? What kind of chink are you? Oh shit, this is a free YouTube?
Yeah.
Are we going to get in trouble for that racial epithet?
As long as you don't push it any farther.
I'm saying it in a negative way.
Yeah, he is.
I'm mocking their racism. Censors. So he knows, so he says Thai, even though he's from Chicago. And so they do this thing white people do where they complain about diversity is food. That's all they know, right? They don't actually know any blacks, Thai, whatever. Thailand's a shithole. As my dad says, if you can fuck a child for the price of a pint, it's not a good place to be. I don't think they've ever not been at war. I think it's a fucking monarchy. Like, total shithole. It's also 140 degrees with 1,000,000% humidity, so you'll die the second you step out of the plane. No, thank you. And also, when I meet someone and they've been to Thailand and they're a man, I just go, ugh. I don't want to talk to them anymore. I know what you got up to, you fucking pig. Fucking 14-year-olds. Don't go near me. Ew. It's like when an attractive young lady has come back from Dubai. I know what you got up to. You had some fucking chic face fucking you the whole time. And he got you a fucking Louis Vuitton purse. You're also disgusting. You're both equally gross to me. Young, attractive woman who just got back from Dubai, and guys my age who just got back from Thailand. P.U., you stink. So, but anyway, So it's all about food, right? Diversity's food. And they're bitching about we're from Madison, there's no good Thai restaurants there. You know, you get great Thai in Chicago. Not so much here in New York, not anymore. Shut the fuck up. You liars. What are you fucking, what do you call those, sommeliers of Thai food? I'll bet my entire life savings and the lives of my immediate family that you could not do a taste test with the greatest Thai chef ever and your best Madison restaurant and Chicago and all that dumb shit. Shut up. Yeah, fucking Madison, step up your Thai game, guys. Your stupid beef curry is not as good here as it is over there. It's like people who think they can tell the difference between different beers. If you want to make $20, bet someone that. They're all positive they can differentiate between Bud and Miller Lite, and they never can. Oh, God. Ugly people. And then there's all the fuckers on their wheelchairs getting dropped off, and then the guy leaves, and then they start walking around. Oh, you got better. That's a miracle. And I can either say all this shit, which I told you I've done in the past, and it did not go well. I was mocking some giant, hideous tranny who looked like Coco Diaz. Then I told a Ukrainian I don't give a fuck about his war. I harassed a whole group who were on the golf cart thing. You know, those little trucks that can take like 12 people?
Yeah.
That didn't go well. I had to pretend that I was gay and someone called me a faggot. Twice I've done that. So this time I managed to shut my mouth, but it's either I seethe and just boil with hate for 6 hours or say something and get kicked off the flight. I'm still mad. You don't know the fucking past 2 days I've had. And my dad's sick. Like I want to see him. Nope, not allowed. Government shut down. We don't know how to handle snow. Surely when we design planes, they should be rain and snow proof. Are they made of paper? Are they made of coffee filters? Why is it a flight is delayed or shut down when it's fucking raining out? Come on, guys. And then today, the pool. Wait till you see this new retarded handyman. I had to go back to scratch. Oh, and the previous pool cover was so bad, like it would pool and then collapse, that there's this much water in the pool. So I was trying to siphon it out with a hose, which worked once. And I had like a 10-foot hose, and that just didn't work. So I thought maybe I got to be way lower when you're siphoning. So I had a 20-foot hose. And you know that whole joke, like she could suck a golf ball through a garden? I did that, basically. So I'm sitting there, a 20-foot hose, like a faggot, sucking on it. And you know how to suck a hose. You don't let any air in, right? So it's...
Did you learn that tip from Cardi B?
I learned from the lyrics to WAP. But as it's going through its 20 feet, the vacuum gets more and more intense until it's sucking my lips into the hose. And it's like tearing at the roof of my mouth. But I'm like 19 feet. So that didn't work. And my wet vac, it's not strong enough to reach down and pull up 6 feet. Maybe I'll have to rent a super duper wet vac from Home Depot. But anyway, I scrapped the whole thing and put 2 tents in the pool with like cotton and duct taped things so they don't scrape the bottom of the pool. And then the tarps on that. So we have a whole new pool cover. I think I might be done. Actually, I could find out right now because my cameras will show how we're doing there. I mean, it's so tall. I don't see how there could be any way for there to be a leak. Like we'll do a little bit of a tease, shall we?
Okay.
Wait a minute. Where the fuck is my shit? Bro. What is happening here? You know how sometimes you go to record and it doesn't record?
Yep.
I think that's what I did all day today.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to shoot myself in the face if that is the case. Okay, that's good. That's the sucking. Sorry, guys, this isn't very good TV, is it? That's the empty pool. Okay, phew. Yeah. No, I'll save it. I'll save it for our big day. I might. You could do those pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, Sean. Do that do when there's a long
Okay. Yeah.
thing. Speed it up.
Cartoon music. Oh, I see. Yeah.
All right. So I dealt with that all day today, trying to get it done before the rain. But the tents are so huge that I'm scared that the tarp it's only barely covering the edges. So if they come in a bit, the water just drains out back into the pool, why is that bad again? I don't even know why that's bad. Ugh. So I've got a thing at Mar-a-Lago on Thursday with James O'Keefe. So that'll be cool. I might meet Trump. I had to do a bunch of Secret Service shit.
Wow.
So it's very clandestine with like meeting spots and drop-offs. And if you're not here at this time, you can go fuck yourself. You need a special code and stuff. Fancy. Also, in boring news about my life, I saw Blood Diamond a couple nights ago. It is so fucking good. Holy shit, is she hot. What's her name again?
Jennifer Connelly?
Yeah. That's a 10. Easy 10. But I saw this scene on a YouTube reel. Just a reminder, Zimbabwe has a $100 trillion thing. So Mugabe was not great for Rhodesia. The revolution there was brutal. He describes his parents, too. They don't pull any punches in these old movies. We've only had shitty movies for, since Obama. Since 2008. They've been really bad since 2015, really bad. But back then, you got to see this movie. I guess I might have seen it when it came out, but I didn't remember anything. But he talks about, she goes, is that when you lost your parents? Yeah, lost is one way of putting it. They cut off my dad's head and they hung him upside down in the barn. And my mother, they raped her to death and cut off her arms. That's the kind of shit that happened to the white farmers of Rhodesia, so that's cool. He joined the military in Angola, and he says, there's some platitudes about, we fought arm in arm with the Blacks in Angola, but he also calls the black guy a kiffer and they get into a fight. It's not PC. She's not a kick-ass chick. She is a journalist who falls madly in love with the hunk. She doesn't beat anyone up. She does not save the day. And that's what you got to do to enjoy entertainment now. You have to go back in time. For example, I didn't go back in time with the show Slow Horses. Everyone's talking about it. Joe Rogan says it's the best thing ever. So I checked it out, and I was loving it. Gary Oldman's awesome in it. Lots of farting. It's about a young MI5 guy who fucked up at a training exercise, so he's being punished. He's in this purgatory. Cool. They have a target. All right, what's that? A Muslim terrorist? No, a right-wing journalist. Ooh, I hate those. Like Savannah Hernandez, someone like that. Owen Troyer, did you get him? What about Alex Stein? Ooh. So they pretend to spill stuff on him. They get his thumb drive. They put it in their computer, and they discover all these horrible things that he was doing, like listening to a guy who was called I forgot his name, but it's meant to be Nigel Farage or something, and they're like, check this out, and it's a YouTube video, and it's the thing called UK Patriot. Ooh, UK yucky, and he goes. It's a speech, and you're supposed to see the speech and go, oh my Lord. In the speech, the guy's like, we have boats coming in here, alleged refugees coming in rubber dinghies. They're staying at hotels, kicking us out. And you're like, yes, that's what's happening. Liam was just down there, my boy Liam. Tufts. And then she goes, oh, turn it off. I can't bear another moment. What? He's at war with political correctness and everyone who's a visible minority. What? Shut the fuck. And I look over to my wife and I go, I think I might be out. It was our show. We were having a great time. And then later on in the show, he goes to visit his dad. And they talk about that right-wing journalist. Right-wing? You're against right-wing journalists? I'm in episode 1, season 1. And the dad, the young spy's dad, was in the MI5, which is Britain's CIA, right? His whole career. So he's a genius, and he's the best guy ever, and he knows everything, and he doesn't tell anyone anything, and his home is beautiful. So you're supposed to like this guy. And they go, talking about the right-wing journalist, they go, yes, well, his career was ruined. You know, he used to be a communist. And his career was ruined when it was discovered that he had been making political donations to UK Patriot. What? And then he said, this really did it for me. He said, now, whether MI5 leaked them or not, I cannot say. But if we didn't, we should have. Because there's no room in this country for fascists. And he's all cool when he says it. And you're like, will you shut the fuck? What are you, me, when I was 16? Fascist? You just said the word. I don't ever want to hear that word ever again. If you're not talking about Mussolini, don't say the word fascist. You sound so gay and retarded. Fucking fascist. Did you know that guy's a fascist? What? Does he own the means of production? What is a fascist, for the record, folks, is someone like Barack Obama. You have a czar of, you're the boss, you're the tyrant, but you delegate these mini dictatorships out. So you have a czar of education, who's your higher. You have a czar of energy, who's your higher. You have a czar of immigration, who's your higher. And they all answer to you, but they run their own little cabals, their own little villages, their own little monarchies, their own little feudalisms, their own little fiefdoms. So you need a lot of fucking power to be called a fascist. Fuckload of power. So can we stop slinging it around? So at the end of the first episode, this kid gets kidnapped, and he's a ex-Muslim. He's a Paki who doesn't like Muhammad. Oops, sorry, bad word. If he's kidnapped by Muslim terrorists, I may keep watching. But if it is more Tommy Robinson, anti-soccer hooligan, dumb shit, come the fuck on. I mean, it's a really popular show. It's very well written. The acting is flawless. Similarly, I was listening to Sleaford Mods on the weekend. We're all very familiar with them. And I was just like, you know what? This is my cup of tea. You know, they say you should hang around with people where you can be yourself the most. Hang around with people with whom you can be yourself the most with. It's a tricky grammatical thing to say, but basically you want to surround yourself with people where you can be you and not dumb it down, not smart it up, just be authentic baby monster. And I felt that way with Sleaford Mods. I'm like, I don't know why, but this weird kind of poetry punk is my cup of tea. And then I'm looking at his Instagram and stuff and a little mini doc about them, and I'm like, yep, these are my kind of guys. White sheep. Come from a rough background, but they have their shit together. And then I look at their Instagram, and you're not going, like, go to 1-3. Okay, well, 1-3 was Slow Horses.
Oh, okay. I got that.
We should have, so this is just, he plays this curmudgeonly old semi-retired spy who's the boss of all of them, and there's a lot of farting.
Sorry about that.
About what?
Oh my god. Oh.
That was bad. I really think you should see a doctor.
Oh, I think you gave me lung cancer.
Was that a fart?
Yeah, mostly.
I know what you're doing, lad.
See, it's good writing. And then Sleaford, so then they do the fascist thing. And as a fascist, I'm offended. And then Sleaford Mods, like, look at this. It's Tommy Robinson, Putin, Nigel Farage, and Netanyahu. What? Those are your enemies? Oh, and Trump, of course. And then they do that, and all their heads fall off. So I'd like to decapitate all these people, I guess is what you're saying. What? And
Megaton! No more like that!
Great. Murder them.
Megaton!
Nice shoe, by the way. And then they have another one of their Instagram reels is Nigel Farage and Tommy Robinson screwing England, literally fucking it. Nigel Farage hates Tommy Robinson, dumbass. There's a thing called nuance on the right. And Nigel he does whatever the party tells him to. He's determined just to stay in politics. Don't rock the boat. Tommy rocks the boat. So Nigel wants nothing to do with him. Nigel is kind of like a Joe Biden on the right. He's a career politician who hasn't really accomplished much. And then Tommy is constantly getting arrested and thrown in jail for daring to stand up to fucking the pedophile establishment. I was just reading in the paper today, our first trans senator is facing 30 years in prison because he was sharing disgusting child porn. Let's see if you can dig that up. He had an ex-boyfriend, I don't know, wife, whatever the fuck they are, an ex-it. And that ex-it worked at a daycare, and they would take pictures of the kids in the bathroom. They didn't get into details. I don't think I could handle the details. And these sexual photos were shared, and they know it wasn't an accident. Like, oh, look, here's Tommy going pee by himself finally. They know it wasn't innocent because their conversations went back and forth for thousands of words about what the sexual things they want to do to these 4-year-old kids. So, yeah, you should be on the side of Tommy. You should be on the side of fighting these fucking pedophiles who are deeply entrenched into our system. Do they show this fucking guy? Of course they don't. Wait, that's a different one. Maybe that's who sent him the picture? Or maybe we just have a whole other trans politician. Keep going. He's the most hideous, retarded-looking trans guy ever.
Yeah, they don't show him.
Just go trans politician, U.S., exchanging child porn daycare. The daycare's got to be unique. Luckily, we know guys in prison want to see your... Yeah, that's it. Mary Lawton. Look at that fucking thing. Trust your instincts, folks. If something looks horrible to you, it is. Which brings it...
Kick the YouTubers?
Oh, yeah. Should we do that? I want to get into feminism for a sec. I got some funny stuff. Sorry to be so serious on the outset, but I've been through a lot of trauma this weekend. Yesterday was hell at Newark, and then today I was wrestling nature all day. And if I go home and that cover's still working, we are finally done this quest. It's right out of Moby Dick to cover my garbage Temu pool that cost me $1,800 on Amazon. It cost me $3,000 to have set up. And the labor to winterize it, if someone wanted to charge me for what I've done, I would ask for $3,000. Anyway, let's get to some feminism. We're skipping that 1-5 thing.
All right.
And I hope my lucubrations were not too negative and dense, because I'm going to be happy for the rest of the show. But not to you freeloaders. You're not invited.
All right. Enter promo code Gavin for 10% off at censored.tv.
Yes, and please subscribe. Censored.tv. It's like $10 a month, unlimited content. I'm going to call my wife and